Welcome to Basic Yoga for Strength. I invite you to sit and focus on your breath. This practice can be engaged 2 or 3 times a week. I encourage you to choose 2 or 3 exercises within the practice to repeat 3 to 5 times throughout the course of the rest of your day. I invite you to turn all fours and move back into a low cobra position. Elbows below shoulders, forearms parallel. Breathe into your chest. Exhale and lower your head. Inhale, raise. Baby arches to the upper back. Find a rhythm and allow your breath to move your body. Throughout the course of the practice, your breath moves your body. Next, inhale, lower your chest and raise one knee to the side. Exhale, straighten, roll to the other side slightly. The bent knee is opening the hip. And the deeper you go into this pose, the higher you raise the knee. Feel a rhythm and adjust your upper body as much as you need to keep these within a comfortable range of challenge. Exhaling, straighten. Inhaling, roll. Give yourself as much support you need with your upper body, perhaps lifting the elbow to create leverage. We are engaging both empowering and balancing exercises for each of 6 chakras. We begin with the throat. And relax your neck as you stay on one side. Breathe into tensions and release them into the ground. Exhale, other side. Several breaths. Find the way your body is ready to open. And now we will complete the balancing exercise for the throat and prepare for the empowering exercise. This is a foundation to your strength, assisted push-ups. So raise up in a low plank on your knees, toes under, hands slightly rotated out directly below your shoulders. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. You're keeping your elbows in a chaturanga style. So you're consciously lowering. Take your time beginning and find a rhythm that feels the correct balance. Your neck stays relaxed. Your feet are engaged. Your chest is open. Your shoulders are drawn down. The scapulas in your upper back are drawn in. And your focus is on the strength that balances the left and right arms and builds your chest. The goal is to reach 8 repeatedly. Once you can do 3 sets of 8, begin to consider aiming for 13. Once you can do 3 sets of 13 on your knees, begin to consider doing 8 on your feet. Raise your body to a table. A flat back preparing for cat-cow. So knees under hips, palms under shoulders. Begin exhaling, arch your back, inhale, up in cow. The motion initiates at the root, at the tailbone. So you feel a wave go up your spine and the head hesitates until the end of both waves. When you're going down with the head, it's at the end. When you're moving up, it's at the end. The breath drives the rhythm, and you feel strength in all your limbs working together. Make these feel good. So lean, shift your weight, and find how your spine wants to open. Allow the head to simply accentuate the arch up and down and avoid straining. Now consider lifting one leg at a time and perhaps adding the opposite arm. So feel your balance first. You're lifting your knee and or palm at the same time. And you're just feeling your balance. Then you slowly raise them higher. As you raise higher, you want to feel centered and be present with how opposite limbs work together. If you lose your balance, keep your hands on the ground and just work with the legs. Navigating between a more challenging version and a more grounded version is a great gift. So keep leaning into challenges and then backing off and respecting where you can work with strength. And by the end of these repetitions, you want to be reaching to your full extent. You should have a good claim on your balance, and the feet and hands reach away from each other, holding for 3 seconds or 3 breaths on either side. Get the other. And feel rooted. Return to all fours. We've completed the chin, both balancing and empowering. Iron yourself out. Give a little all fours dance, leaning your hips, shoulders, and head. And prepare for the nose tip. I'm turning to the side. You don't need to. On your knees or a seat. Alternate nostril breathing. So close off one side with your thumb. One nostril gets blocked. You exhale fully and inhale with great strength. Then shift to the other thumb, blocking the other nostril, and exhale slowly. Inhale with great strength. So it's about 1 to 2, the amount of time you spend. You can count if you need to. You're going to find a rhythm that's good for you. Inhaling through one nostril, exhaling more slowly through the other. This calibrates your mind. It brings balance to your thoughts. It inspires and invigorates both sides of your brain and brings them into coherence. It's an extremely powerful breathing technique and can be added as an excellent break throughout your day. It does not matter which side you begin with, although I encourage you to consider starting with your left dominant side in all the exercises we do to break habitual patterns. We're doing 8 roughly on either side. So when you engage this on your own, that's a good number. as you get deeper into these breaths. They should last a bit longer. You can hold the full breath and extend the exhale. Feel what your lungs and body give you space for, and work with the natural rhythm. Wherever you are, give a last breath on either side. Hopefully slower. And then come to center. Feel the balance you've created. And turn onto your back. Savasana, corpse pose, is a great way to attune the breath and the nose tube. So you're going to do leg lifts. If you need to, bend your knees. So you just straighten out into Savasana, inhale, draw them in, and explore straight legs. In this, I am doing a straight-legged pose. It can be quite challenging, but I do want you to aim for it. Certainly, begin by bending your knees, drawing them in. Your hands are to either side. Fingertips are bracing you. So they're strong. They're broad. They're pressing into the ground. You can also consider an in-between, raising your legs partway and lowering them. And then for an even greater challenge, lift the legs and do not lower them all the way to the ground. With these different levels, bent knees, straight legs, partial lifts, and then not touching the ground at all with the heels, find where you can do 13. To get strength in your core, you want to build some fire. And choosing exactly the challenge that works well with your potential makes all the difference in looking forward to doing this again. There is a perfect fire you can invoke in your core with abdominal exercises, right within a range that brings you joy, not so much you suffer and want to avoid it. Corpse pose in completion. And gently roll to your side. Come to your knees. Hands and knees. We're now shifting to the third eye. Now extend one leg to the side, draw it back in. Extend the other leg to the side, draw it back in. Crucially, stare at the floor in front of your fingertips. Keep your eyes on the same place. You may look at your foot to get a sense of it, but overall, stare at the same point. This builds your focus. The act of moving side to side like this will bring your vision to life. It'll iron out the ways in which you prefer one side or the other, and gradually bring more strength into your hands so you can fly like a crow with an active third eye. For greater challenge, begin lifting the foot, rotating on the heel and turning the whole leg up and out. This opens your body all the way through the hip. We're doing 8 on each side. Inhaling to the center, exhaling out, and then staying on one side for 3 breaths, and then the other. Final exercise in balancing, we often do these 3 breaths at the end. So complete them both. And then come into a squat. Now if you need to, come all the way up. Stand, and then lower yourself within your capacity. 13 squats, if you can, between 8 and 13. But challenge yourself on this one. It's better to adjust the depth so you can do more of these. Because building the strength to stand up and lower down without the help of your hands will change your entire life. I strongly encourage you to do 3 sets of these today. At least twice a week. Do 3 sets and push yourself to get 13. Adjust the depth. So simply don't go down as far if it hurts too much. Find the depth where 13 is as much as you can do. And then over time, get lower. Next one down, come back to your knees. Stare at the ground and breathe. Focus your vision. Then rotate to sit with legs in front of you. Staff pose, lean side to side. We're preparing for some forward bends. So open your legs to a comfortable breadth. You're challenging yourself without undue strain. Lean side to side, just kind of iron out the imbalances. Inhale, come up, draw the belly in, rotate over one leg, exhale, come down. Inhale, come up, rotate over the other leg. Exhale, come down. You're folding your abdomen towards your thigh. Everything else stays up. If you bend your chest and head, you're going to compress your spine and make it harder to get the lower body to bend. So emphasize the belly towards the thigh. And be natural. Inhaling up, exhaling down, you're going to find openness giving itself to you. So that after several repetitions, the hips relax. Emphasize presence in the opposite leg. So really activate those feet on both legs and use some shifting awareness to the opposite side. So when you're bending over the intensity of one leg, focus on the opposite leg to kind of chill that presence out. And prepare, after a couple more of these, to stay down for several breaths. So staying is different because on the inhale, the intensity goes up quite a bit. So really breathe with it. Gentle. How can you make these easier? Inhale up, other side. This is a valuable exercise to do before bed and even to stay longer over each leg when you're preparing to unwind and let go. Final breath, and on an inhale, rise, center. Tuck the tail, draw the belly in, and forward bend between the wide legs. Go to your hands or forearms and breathe to release. That rotation of the tail down opens the hips, lengthens the legs, and creates space for the abdomen to go a little deeper. Inhale your way up. Come to staff pose and prepare for straight leg forward bends with them together. So brace the hands on either side of the hips, draw the abdomen in. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Keep it easy at first, easy and natural. Inhaling up, abdomen in, exhaling down. The chest and head stay up. You're folding the belly towards the thighs. Tucking that tail each time lengthens the lower back and creates more space and leverage to get a little deeper. So see if you can do this in a way that gets increasingly easier. The repetition warms up the muscles, distributes the effort, and after several, lo and behold, the resistance fades. If you ground those heels and activate the quads right above the knee, it'll help you keep those legs a little straighter. And you'll get deeper into those lower abs, further lengthening the fold. And begin to find your greatest depth. Maybe your chest comes down towards those knees. Your chin stays a little up, but the hands are reaching a little further. Again, this is a great exercise for the end of your day, towards the completion of a practice. So give it a final lift and lower and give several breaths to the fold. Each inhale going into tensions. Each exhale softening them and letting go. You want to create length. So your legs and arms start at the tailbone. By tucking that tail and drawing the abdomen in, the legs are longer. The work begins here. So the arms should not be straining much. The chest should not be bending much. The breath shows you where to let go. These forward bends are one of the best ways to release the deep tensions. When you allow your breath to help you find the resistance inside, and you allow the exhale to let it go, your body begins to show you how you can hold a pose more gracefully. So relax your mind. Release your striving. And see if you can make this a little easier. Finding a little lean, sort of wake yourself up a bit before you rise. Rise slowly, retaining the depths that you've accessed. Bracing in staff pose, lengthening that spine before you draw your legs in. Come to all fours. Come down into a rabbit pose. So this is a headstand preparation. It's so valuable all on its own. You're going to put one hand in the other, cradle the crown, brace the forearms, inhale, come up on the toes. So you're on the balls of the feet. You're exhaling back to the knees. The arms stay strong. So you want to feel the arms beginning in your upper back. You're lengthening that upper back, wrapping the shoulders, drawing the scapula in. And explore this. Essentially, you want your strength to begin here. So when the arms start in your upper back, they have much more leverage. You're inhaling, raising, and you might want to walk the feet a little further in, find the right balance. Exhale, lowering. And if you find it's a strain, set aside straightening the legs as a goal. Just lift. Just get your weight off the knees. Treat this as a very valuable challenge. And slowly, you get a little deeper into the jackrabbit, which is what we call this, with lifted knees, weight from the forearms to the balls of the feet. Now, yes, some of it is on your head, but it is almost possible to lift the head without changing the pose. So you really want to feel that level of strength before you stay. So now stay for several breaths. Draw those heels towards the floor. and come down slowly back to rabbit when you're ready. Breathe in rabbit. Draw that upper back into a deeper arch, more over your crown, up and over your head. And then thread the needle. So come up on the fingertips on one side. Inhale, raise your head. Opposite arm goes under, between the arm and the knee. Exhale, switch to the other. You're leaning your temple down and you're twisting your upper back. You're ironing out the neck. This is excellent headstand preparation and tending the head after a headstand, tending the neck, the entire upper spine. We're doing 8 on either side, and this is a completion. So these twists at the end, you're wringing out any remaining tensions. You can stay for several breaths if you feel it's giving to you. Feel how the shoulders can release from each other, how the muscles can open and let go in the completion of this practice. And do consider staying for several breaths at the completion of these, allowing the inhales to find remaining tensions, and the exhales to give them back to the earth. All of these exercises, the rabbit, the jackrabbit, threading the needle, prepare your upper body for headstands. Get the other side, so both sides get a multiple breath count. And you can do 5, give yourself what you need to unwind. And when you're done, return to all fours. Give yourself a couple quick cat-cows. Just lean, sense what you've given, and give anything else, any other poses you may need to work out some tweakiness you might have developed. Ask your body, do I need anything else? Before sitting restfully. And when we get to the sit bones now, you've given your body so much. Check in. How do you feel different from when we began the practice? Make several adjustments, and then accept stillness. Tend tensions with your breath. Balance the front and the back of the body. Find further ways you can release internal activation. Let it go. And deepen your breathing, grounded through the root, preparing for an Om. Deep breath in and Om with me. Om.